And there you have it. Dragons.
Dragons, or well, one visible dragon
One
anyway.
visible dragon and a bird. But yes, dragons. Because it's still Dragons of Tarkir release time. Heck, there was a Pro Tour over the weekend that was Dragons of Tarkir limited and standard events. So, but yeah. So
I don't know what is wrong with me. I can't help myself with these chocolate eggs.
they're not terribly good
They're
yet.
not. Yeah, like they're nothing to write home about as far as chocolate goes.
Hmm.
And then the first one is like, man, I've had so much better chocolate than this, but it's not like bad.
Hmm.
And then the second one, it's like it is a little better. And they keep getting better as you eat them. Or at least that's my experience with these things. So it is very dangerous that I have bought such a large quantity of these things.
Kind of like
everyone,
Starburst or Chips.
each is twice as good as the one before it. Like
Oh,
I can't
oh,
handle this.
oh.
I'll end up eating them all.
Yes, the last one will be the most delicious in the world.
But see, yeah, no. With like Cheez-Its and Doritos and stuff, there are actual things that they put in there that are like chemical appetite enhancers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's happened with this chocolate because this is the most generic chocolate in the world. And I don't think that like generic chocolate biz is going to have the dosh to throw around. I'm talking about chocolate. We should be doing something else.
I'm looking at green 2-drops.
Okay, so we have Avatar the Resolute and Scale Guard Sentinels, either one of which is just basically fine and can get better. I'm writing off a Tarka Beastbreaker because...
I was just mentioning it was on theme.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near as good as the other two, but it's on theme.
Right. It is. Actually, what if he is secretly better because he is easier to cast?
If I was going for easiest to cast power, it'd probably be Mischief, Kieran.
That is a morph, mega or otherwise.
Yeah, 1 white for flying. Like, how good is... Like, I don't think this is reliably anything but Elvish Warrior.
I think Elvish Warrior is a reliable card to begin with. And that's
Right.
sort of the
deal.
thing that... Man, just once I want Avatar of the Resolute to be something other than a Garruk's Predator, Garruk's Pack Leader, Pack
Well,
Brother, whatever.
As far as cards I like in here, I'm kind of looking at the removal where we have, like, not the best piece of removal that isn't Journey to Nowhere or Tail Slash
Journey to Somewhere.
or
So we have Silk Wrap, Defeat, and Tail Slash.
yep. And then, like, on green, there's, like, the segmented Crotic, but...
There's also an Uncommon Dragon, which I don't like in the least. But that's just my thinking about it. It's probably actually a decent card.
I'm fine
I
with
mean-
them just as Grey Ogre.
Hmm.
Do I want the Tail Slash? Do I want the Silk Ramp?
Let's be Silk Wrap.
I
I want to. I think that's the more powerful card in the abstract, and it puts us in the colors where we might actually bolster onto something.
That part's fair. Like, it definitely puts us somewhere where we might do bolstering. Is Piker worth pick 3? Is there anything in here actually worth pick 3? Like,
I don't think
at
so.
all?
Wait, what does Silumgar's Scorn even do? That's the one that's a counter spell if
Spell.
you have a dragon, right?
Yep. Force Spike or Counterspell.
Scale Blessing has to be the worst combat trick in the world for being like 4 mana. God, it even has the stupid Summit Prowler with dragons in the background in it.
Look at the dragon. I don't know. I'm not impressed by anything in this pack. Like, do I pick the Lightwalker because it's
Everything
a card?
here is garbage. Let's pick the on-color baseline functional thing.
Yeah, like, I'm okay with Ojutai's Breath, I suppose, if I was, in that combination.
Like, if we forget our Avatar of the Resolute, then we could maybe be in that combination.
Right. And then look at it's like junk, junk,
Does this
junk.
set not have creatures? What is
Apparently they're
this?
all
There's one
gone.
creature in this pack.
The Hearted Berserker! You better be Gruul if you want a creature. Negate is really powerful in this set because it counters everything.
Right, it just counters every single spell. How about Artful Maneuver? It's actually decent.
It and Tretapon do the same +2/+2. This is Trample versus Rebound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just...
What happened with this pack?
I don't know what's going on here.
Dragons of Tarkir, Spells of Tarkir.
Yeah. Aria of Tarkir.
Okay, we're back to having, like, creatures.
Yeah. There's another Hardened Berserker. I'm kind of looking at the Cunning Breeze Dancer.
Alright, things to say about Cunning Breeze Dancer. It's a 6-mana 4/4 flyer.
Uh-huh.
It's great. Does the double prowess thing,
Uh-huh.
which is also upside. Puts us in 2 colors, which is so-so.
To me, it's more of a speculative thing because everything else in here isn't like super.
Yeah, like again,
good.
Avatar is just gone, and we end up white-blue. That can still be fine.
That's fine. Throwing away your first pick isn't that huge, especially if we can. This gives us
Yeah.
a bit of a hedge. Also, there's
It always makes me feel bad, but that might be just sort of a useless feeling. That's a good card.
I mean, turn 2 Lightwalker, turn 3 Sandcrafter Mage.
Oh man,
Like we live the dream.
the combo. We'll show them that pikers can be cool when they're no longer pikers.
Pikers, yeah. When is a piker not a piker? When it jumps up and like I don't want to have a bunch of pikers at the end of the day, but like if I do have Lightwalkers as my piker, this is a really good one if you have the bolster around.
Yeah. The reason that I don't like pikers, if in case the zoo has not gotten the news, there are a lot of spells that make 1/1s, or at least one notable spell that makes 1/1s. Valuable 1-drop 1/1s that can trade up for a piker very easily, or multiple pikers sometimes. And also, Dragon's Eye Sentry, good god.
I was going to point in the last pack that there were like 3 2/3s. By the way, I'm thinking about just taking the Beast Breaker here.
Sure. And then also there are a ton of like 2-drop 1/1s that provide some value when they die.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, I'll trade with your dumb piker, draw a card. I'll play a 2/3. There's way too much stuff that can get in the way of them.
Yeah.
And then Twin Bolt, my god.
Twin Bolt
fire.
exists.
You
So,
can have fire.
did you know my entire deck is just 2-drops at this point? Like, it's all that's going on.
All right, Warrior Lord.
Yeah.
It's kind of surprising to see Kolaghan Skirmisher and Stacey's Faithful here. Also, Kolaghan Monument, heck.
Yeah, monuments tend to go later just because they only operate if you're directly in those 2 colors.
I suppose so.
But yeah, there's some decent blue. Like, there's some decent in a lot of colors still here. Like, I don't know, Seduce's Faithful and Reducer. Okay, this is pretty good. Looks like on the wheel, probably like Center Soul.
Yeah, I like Center Soul out of these. I mean, Carsey Sadist is fine, but we have no reason to pick a black card at this step. Storm Singer, I still don't know about. Center Soul, on the other hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Center Soul, but as far as this card goes, I've been more and more convinced the longer I've played this format that this card is good, because it's a gray ogre that, like, I don't know, as far as like a morph goes, it's the ultimate bluff.
Is my guy a 2/2? He
is! Ah! Like, if you trade your Kolaghan Storm Singer with your opponent's morph, you don't feel bad at all. You can use it late game as a hasted 2/2 that gives another guy haste. You can use it late game to just be like, oh, hey, I play my Crotic and then haste it. Haha, for one. By the way, I'm really happy that Crotic came back around this late.
Right, not in a hurry for like yet another 2-mana 2/2.
Look at, we're already.
Yeah, no, okay. I got it. Lightwalker. Blood. Also +5 and reach.
Look at this person who made a pillar of sand out of the Grand Canyon here. Sure.
You gain 6 life. Draw a card.
You know what? Maybe I'm against the Piker Lord. I don't think this card is unplayably bad. I mean, our deck probably doesn't use it, but I believe there's a deck that can.
What is that to you? Creatures you control with toughness 4. Huh.
Yeah.
So like a blue-green deck? Yikes!
Huh.
We were Boros the whole time.
Yeah. Did you know Thunderbreak Regent is hella strong? And I guess I should have picked up the Hastemans, whatever. I'm... There's the only other... I mean, there's Pacifism and Epic Confrontation on... Also Ultimate Price.
Yeah, this pack is kind of stacked.
Yeah, Tarka Freed.
Target Free, Dragon Scarred Bear, Circle of Elders. Like, there's a lot to recommend it. We didn't see any red. Well, like we saw like Hardened Berserkers.
Right. Like, we didn't see much of any. I don't know. Like, is
No,
this...
there's no Twin Bolt going late or anything.
I might be
It's rough.
foolish to pick this.
You're being greedy, but that's fine. Let's be greedy.
I think that there are two safer picks in here in Epic Confrontation and Pacifism, and I don't care.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Let's cast everything. Let's roast them.
Roasting.
There's a good red card.
Yeah. let's double down on red.
I guess so. Like there aren't any good green or white cards in here.
Yeah. Like there's absolutely. This is again like. The first one was a greed pick. This one is a lot more closer to a speculative pick. You know, I'm giving up almost nothing for it that I would care about in the deck.
Like if you look at our actual green cards, Shape the Sands is gone. Segmented Crotic is like a, I mean that's a colorless card anyway.
Yeah. And then if we're this light on green, it's very hard to cast Avatar.
It's a shame because he's pretty powerful.
He is. He does good things at all stages of the game, and that's a sign of a good card. You know, like late if there's a board stall, he comes down and he's like, "Hey, I'm a 6/5. Did somebody need me?"
I'm a 6/5. Also, I still have my counterspell or combat trick open.
Well,
Deathwind.
Look at black all of a sudden.
Oh man. How greedy do we want to be?
Hyper greed.
That would be a little too greedy. Like we would have to spend the entire third pack just picking lands.
Yeah.
And even then,
Yeah.
I'd have like lands with blue in them. Do you have Hardened Berserker here?
Yep, there's that. There's actually the on-color monument for our previous deck, but not Deathwind. Freaking Deathwind.
I guess Deathwind is splashable.
Yeah.
It's like only one black. Just one black.
I think I'm gonna commit down to the Boros plan and just see how it pans out. I wanna see where this goes, and this is where it goes. Autarka Freed. Also Cobra if we went into the black plan. Also Dramoka's Monument if we stayed in green. So basically we couldn't have gone wrong. We would have been rewarded like I could have spun this pack any direction, you know? Like, oh, sweet, the Black Splash is good now, you know? I got the Cobra. Or, oh, you know, we didn't pick up the Thunderbreak region, so we're getting rewarded, right? Or somebody really hates locks it on Warhammer, so this is what we get.
Once again, I'm gonna point out how few creatures there are. Like we have what? An equipment, a Monarch, a bunch of spells.
This one has
Like
like
Dromoka
six.
Dunecaster barely counts as a creature.
You know, that's actually the biggest problem I have with the card is the missing point of power. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick the Scream Rage Brawler.
I don't think that the card would dramatically change in power level if it were a 1/2. Like that's not suddenly too good. Unless it is.
Well, I mean, like if we're talking, because right now in the land of Pikers, she's just kind of like if you're playing against this person, she doesn't do a terribly good job there because you don't really want to spend 2 mana to tie down a Piker.
Mm.
I'm picking.
I guess a lot of the large creatures fly, so that would stop
Right.
that.
This is the second Dragon Tempest we've seen. So I hope we play against somebody who just decided to draft that.
Double Dragon Tempest.
The Double Dragon.
And we've stolen their Thunderbreak Regent? Sure.
Yeah, okay.
I am totally down. No, what they have is like they have Double Dragon Tempest and the one that like exiles things and gives you dragons. Like Day of the Dragons or whatever.
Gotcha. By the way, so a cool thing with Thunderbreak Regent I'm gonna note here, and it's whenever a dragon you control becomes the target of spell or ability, it bolts that player. If we then center soul, like they still take the 3. Like, that doesn't stop it. Like, oh, you don't get bolted. No, you get bolted.
You get bolted.
Also, I'm picking the Lava Axe. That's ridiculously good. Explosive Impact was a pretty sweet card back in the Ravnica times. So, we can get Dragon Hands going on.
That's a little sad. I hope we get to upgrade that one.
I agree. I think we kind of just have to because we're not a deck that's like we need to be. We're the aggressive deck here, right? Like we're gonna be the man with Piker. But I don't want too many actual Piker. Like if again, Lightwalker is kind of the Piker I like.
Man, is Center Soul really just emerged unscathed with
Bad.
one more Monaco?
It is, but it's at common.
Oh.
I mean, Artful Maneuver is not prey upon.
Praise
Praise
Vengeance.
Vengeance with one more mana.
That's
and then
true.
Out of color and also at common. I'm gonna pick up like the actually kind of cool Outrider here over the Champion of Arishan. Like this is a creature I'd be super happy to get the Sandcrafter Mage bolster onto.
I think Champion of Arishan is like, alright, trade with a 2/2, gain 3 life.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Whereas this one, like, if I control, I don't know, this or 2 Pikers or any other... Oh, it's a warrior. Hey, cool. I'm gonna pick the Storm Charger here.
Ah, the Glacial Stalker.
Yeah, the Glacial Stalker.
Like,
Except for it's here.
Ancestral Statue might actually work.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with
Like,
that.
we saw a pacifism.
Right. Also, like, what if I use Silk Ramp to remove a token from play and then reuse it? Hey, sure, I'll take...
Or rebuy Sandcrafter Mage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take this to upgrade.
Ooh, how about this one? You bounce a dashed creature.
Ha. Summoning Voice also wouldn't be awful here. Just to filter through to get the things. I'm gonna take the Carp.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
God, I was I was gonna talk about the card next to the carp. Not into the way of like trying to convince you to pick it by any means, but
Right.
it's like I think that people have collectively forgotten that Sift was a card. I think it's been long enough.
The card.
Maybe Sift was too good. Like
I can't believe
I,
that Sift was too.
I never
good.
thought it was too good. I thought it was like good.
Yeah. So Wild Call is the rare here. We're not doing that.
Oh, thank God! A
Yeah,
removal
I know.
spell.
I know.
Okay.
I did this
Looking
one.
around.
I did this when I looked through the pack. I was like, oh god.
Oh man, do we pick that Bloodfell Caves to try and support that Deathwind that we didn't take? Do we have to take a dogs?
Maybe
I
like
mean, the Dragon Bell Monk is okay with the rebound things.
that's like, oh, oof.
Oh, phew. Ah, good.
Okay, playable card.
Breath weapon. Yes.
Wild Call is an obscene spell in green because it is great at every possible use. It is.
Yep. It's 2 mana 2/2, or 3 mana 3/3, 4 mana 4, or so on.
Yep.
Like, that's usually pretty good.
Yep. All right, so I want to see some Sandstep Outcasts. I want to see like a copy of Heel Cutter, perhaps. I want Frontier Siege. Look at that.
You know, Shockmaw Dragon would that would trigger off of the other dragon. Like, having those two in the same deck is so sad. It's like, wow, look at how much worse this thing is.
Look at how cool I am, and then pay 2 more. What about just
Yeah.
like Wandering Champion?
Red permanent A. Oh dang! It doesn't get toughness.
Right, but it does. It is just a 3/1. Like, worst case,
Okay.
it is the blade of the first pride.
I guess that's all right. Dramoka Warrior isn't anything special either.
Right.
This is my problem with Wandering Champion. Wandering Champion has text. Wandering Champion isn't a warrior.
No, but our warrior synergy isn't like the warrior synergy without
Vigilance.
Vigilance is pretty bad.
Warrior synergy just dried up entirely.
I'm gonna.
Man, there's a Scoured
Barrens.
Barrens for that splash.
Yeah,
Faith rewarded.
there were
right
two.
there.
There were 2 copies of Bloodfell Caves followed by Scoured Barrens. So if I would have splashed black, all of a sudden it would have just been
had
like,
that
"Here's the Manic."
There you go.
By the way, my deck is just a bunch of 2-drops. Like, oh my lord. I need a War Flare. I'm certain there will be a War Flare, right?
Hmm.
Also, this pack really isn't terribly, like, great. Even Surveyor, obviously, is probably the best card. Like, being Mistraven.
I am a fan of Mr. Raven. I like that Grave Strength is here. I think that card is terrible. Hey!
Perfect fixing. Yeah, I'm passing up basically nothing for this. The Jeskai Barricade is all I would be passing up.
I was about to mention Jeskai Barricade.
It feels wrong in the deck. Like, we're the punchman.
Even Surveyor number 2. I again think that reusing Sandcrafter Mage would be the coolest thing.
Yeah. That's also the second fruit of the first tree.
Are we gonna have to look after that? Wait! Oh my god! Putting 2 fruits of the fist tree on one creature.
You have the double fists.
Have 2 fists.
You can't beat
2
that.
fruits. You can't have 2 fruits from the same
from
first
tree?
tree. It'd be like There's no one tree that grows oranges and bananas, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
That's fake. There's no way. You're passing up soul summons for a Warflare, even. That's spicy.
At this point, we're pretty good on the like 2-drop front with like 6 2-drops, and this is an important card to have the one of, and I really like. I don't want to not have this in the deck at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah, fair enough.
Because there are going to be games where I just get to Warflare steal it. Also, like, this is still here, so... You know.
So everybody else is gonna go big, and we're gonna go wide. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Man, we didn't get any dragon fodders. That's sad.
I can't freaking believe.
You fool! Passing up Deathwind.
So...
Yo, what about Bloodfire Enforcers for us? How many sorceries do we have? We have Bathe and Dragonfire. We have...
I think it's Bathe and Roast.
Roast.
That's
actually not bad, considering we have Artful Maneuvers, Center Soul...
Sarkhan's Rage,
Sarkhan's
Warflare.
Rage? Yeah.
It's
Not bad.
Yeah, it's that or the Teamer Battle Rage, which is also the, like, theft of a game card. Like, a Tarka Freet with Teamer Battle Rage.
That would be stealing the game, rather. What in the world?
I'm sorry, my headset just flipped off as I freaking Vince McMahon out of my chair. Like... like,
Leonine's eyebrows popped up so high they knocked his headset off. Because Sandstep Outcast is still here. Next to Sandblast.
Yeah. I'm cool with this.
Alright, after we've decided that we're the Warflare deck, and I was just lamenting how we didn't get any token generators.
I'll take it. I'm here. I did not expect to get this late.
It's a good creature.
Oh! Second bite at Warflare. Also, Mardu
Ow.
Woe Reaper, if that's what we wanted.
See, now that guy is more like it. Because at 1 mana, the 2/1 looks a lot better.
Yeah.
Do you want double Warflare? It might be too important. We might have to take it.
Yeah, like, having this card is kind of how I feel like we take games.
Okay.
I really...
That's fine, then.
I like the Woe Reaper. I'm gonna... I get a 3/5, or I get a 3/5.
Have dogs. There's also a Frontier Mastodon here. It's solidifying our notion that no one is in green and never has been.
I'm gonna...
Yes! Yes! Even Skirmisher!
What is...
Woo!
Like
I don't
this.
know what Sultai Emissary is doing here either.
This is that pick for us, though. We're not doing any splashing, and this is a lot more, like, possibly playable, especially if we're doing Warflare things.
Oh yes. It's also a warrior. So it'll have vigilance.
Mm.
You can block with your 1/1. You know what? He lives through stuff and then grabs a Warflare, so sure.
This guy just, like, as a...
Whatever.
Whatever.
Green or black permanent? Womp womp. Hero's Blade ain't the worst, whereas the other cards are. And now we're down to actual blanks. What? What another Aven Skirmisher?
Is it better than the tap? I want to tap a guy.
Well, we don't.
Get a guy out of the way. Blocker.
I mean, we don't have any prowess anymore.
Well, I'm more thinking like
It
end,
has spelled.
like end step tap your guy and then go for the Warflare.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, at least we're focused.
Yeah. Alright, so let's...
We have a plan. We also managed to avoid almost all the pikers.
Yeah, we have
Like,
a couple...
with Colgan aspirin. Okay.
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna... Alright, what do we have? 20... Oh, I need to make one cut? That's it? Huh. Colligan aspirant. Pressure point.
Maybe we actually do not need to make a cut.
If we had Defiant Strikes, I would feel a lot better
I know.
with that. I don't feel like...
I would feel better about that if we had tormenting voices.
Ooh, that's a pretty...
Yeah.
That's a missing piece, too. So... 16 lands is definitely, like, considerable here because of our curve. I guess the question is 17th land, like, versus pressure point? Or 17th land versus...
Yeah, like I don't think pressure point is worthy of chasing.
Right. Like, I don't...
If that were just another creature or something.
Even if it was, like...
What we want to be and do.
Maybe if I would have picked up the Mardu Blade instead of, like, the second War Flare, and I was a little more, like, slightly lower.
Oh, right. Marty Woe Reaper.
Woe Reaper, that's the one. As is, I feel like I'm at least going to, like... Yeah, if I get up to, like, 6 mana, I have little to do, because, like... That's it. I don't think I would play the second Aven Skirmisher, even if I picked it.
I definitely would, but I actually like that card, and I'm glad we're getting to play with him.
This is the 23rd right here. I do not like me a Suntail Hawk Unlimited. Especially now that we're in a... Like, I think of it now that we're... Especially now we're in a zone with dragons where it's like, okay, there's Concordia Drake, there's 1/4 Drake out of blue, there's, like, flyers in every color, reach guys around every corner. The skies are not safe.
I would definitely trade Aven Skirmisher for a 4/1 reach.
Well, that doesn't have reach unless that has a counter.
Oh, okay.
In which case, Suntail Hawk. This might have Vigilance.
Excellent.
Anyway, let's see what the color spread is. Perfect. Like, because white is so important early, I'm completely fine going even split.
Just the 8/8.
Go with the 8/8.
Yeah.
That also...
Even Suggestatron knows what's up.
I like this deck because we've got like, okay, this is kind of janky removal, but these are not. These are good removal.
Yeah, Roast Bathe Rage are all primo.
Right. We have tricks because this format. Everybody has tricks, finishers, secondary finisher, which might just get there. Like, you play this on 4 and your opponent goes like, oh, well, yep.
Gets like 1 or 2 free attacks in before any other dragon hits the table.
Right, and trades with them. The Roast Bathe Rage.
Whatever. I accept Roast Bathe Rage.
Yeah.
No, you know what that sound? That sounds like a club. Like you go to the Roast Bathe Rage, and it's like a combination. Well, it's a combination sauna / club.
Okay.
Like you go to the sauna, and then you wash off in the pool or whatever, and then you go to a rave. and get sweaty again.
Oh,
So
that's smart.
it's got the whole package in there.
Mm.
That's the roast bathe rage. So it's got a $20 cover, and you have to bring your own towel. But other than that, right, come to Roast Bathe Rage Club on Skull Step Steep.
I love the Skull Step Steep.
I made Skull Step Steep real. It's canon now.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad.
That's where not Sarkon, but he's stupid. Soren.
Soren.
That's where Soren was walking when he first got to Tarkir.
Right, he was
for
on the
having
Skull
Dirks
Step
to be.
Steep.
He's walking on Skull Step Steep.
I enjoyed there's the part where the person that Soren's with is like, wait, you can just summon people at will, and you're walking.
I was really building up to that one. I wanted to make his journey sound ridiculous and arduous,
And
and then, oh right, I can summon flying vampires. Wow, I'm dumb, and anyone who's writing about me is also dumb. Honestly, there were some parts of it where I was baffled that, like, reading the like original post from Wizards or whatever, where I'm like, wait, do you guys actually read your own stuff? Hey, how am I more up to speed on this crap than you? I
don't know.
man, must pound it out in a night. Be like, yeah,
When's the
magic
deadline?
cards, yeah. And then they can be like, well, time warps. Throw their hands up in the air.
Mhm.
I don't like holding them to. I don't like trying to hold comic book writers to canon explanations or anything, but come on, have some continuity.
Oh, hey, I have a good combo. I have a hardened berserker for the Warflare.
Yo,
It's
flare
like
for 3.
It's like a real trumpet blast.
Limitroffic researcher asks, there was a dramatic reading that I missed? Question mark. No, not one that I read in public anyway. I mean, I like reading things out loud.
No, you did not miss the dramatic reading yet.
I guess maybe we'll get to that later. Maybe I don't know. I had found
Noogums.
Snoog MS from Microsoft. Try the new Microsoft Snoog.
Oh, that's goons backwards.
Smgoons. Maybe it's some goons and they just all share an account.
Maybe get banned for account sharing or something.
I don't even know how that would be advantageous in
Like actual.
like
Well-
get more incentives for making multiple accounts, if anything.
Well, actually, the advantage of of a single account on on Magic Online would be that you just kind of have this shared collection available to you
I guess that's true.
for constructed formats.
Like presuming that the single collection we're talking about is vast, that would be really cool.
Mhm.
Herald of Dramoka is making me crave a coffee again, and I think I will make one when I get a break to do so. Why is Rebound blue?
I don't know. Also, it's on here twice.
I see.
Uh huh. Rebound, target creature rebound.
That's weird. That's like when you cast a flashback spell. It says flashback cast with flashback cast with flashback.
Level up, level up.
I'm leveling up my guy.
Alright, let's go ahead and make a team. Put a white.
Yeah, we might need to make him pay 2 mana, and then we chump block.
Yeah. Hell, if my opponent does that now, I would take 5. That's the.
Yo, all right.
Well, I'm gonna attack for 1, and then I'm gonna play Thunderbreak Regent.
Oh my god. This is where we get twin bolted, right?
And we have Artful Maneuver. It's not the worst. Like, it's a 1-for-1 also. Like, if you twin bolt.
Yeah, that's what I was about to mention. Like, okay, fire your guys. Well, it was really only one guy.
You know, that's a strong one.
Cool.
Not incredibly happy about that, but, like, it got the bolt on the 1-for-1, so it's not the worst.
Dutiful attendant.
Well.
And I wish we had one more land. Then our
I know.
plays would be pretty obvious.
Right. Like, right now, is it Sabertooth Outrider? Like, I really like that with Artful Maneuver.
Right.
Even
What if we Herald of Dromoka hold up Artful Maneuver?
I kind of want to get...
Like, yeah, I think it's better to get biggest man on the table.
Yeah.
We're pretty formidable.
Right, like, we absolutely have the first strike here, and then I've got Artful Maneuver. Or War Flare. Or my opponent has to make a 6 here.
The thing is, like, first strike when attacking, right? That's its thing.
Yeah, first strike when attacking, if formidable. Okay, I would really like my opponent to do that, because losing 2 life is sweet, and Dutiful Attendant didn't trigger.
Wait, it can't return itself?
It can't return itself. Also...
Oh. Oh no! Oh my god!
Yo! I just do that, right?
Yes. Let's roast him. Like, even if he has Coat with Venom, that means this guy isn't blocking this turn.
Right, Coat with Venom doesn't do anything there. I'm attacking all out.
Crush! Your huge man is roasted!
Also, Vigilance? Yeah, it's Artful Maneuver.
Yeah, that's like a 1 for a half. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. Opponent's gone. Well,
Accident.
that was the rundown. That behemoth did, like, decent work. The threat of it being able to block.
The threat of a behemoth is quite real.
I don't see much changing.
Yeah, it's not like you picked up a
Oh, hey, no.
collateral damage or anything.
Yeah, something to be like, we can sack in response. Or the funny thing is, Silk Wrap says CMC3, so we can use that to get rid of the behemoth, too, if it comes down to that. We also have, like, decent creatures that can just trade with it. Yeah, I'd say we just roll.
Wow, Behemoth is like the best Mardu Blazebringer in the world.
Man,
Basically because I would ever play
play
the
it.
Behemoth.
right. You know, Blazebringer's entire point was to sit there and be like, you have 4 power, but Behemoth does that pretty damn well. Huh. Also, it dies just as easily as Blazebringer. I agree with that sentiment. I also still love Blazebringer, but, you know, that's only for the one deck. That was the first draft we ever did of cons, too. That was the only
Wait,
time
really? Just Teamer Ascendancy, Mardu Blazebringer.
that Blazebringer and the gain 4 life when a 4 toughness creature dies. So you were just playing these like 3 mana war leaders helixes over and over again, like that drew a card.
Play my guy, draw a card. Okay, attack. Okay, you take damage. Okay, he dies. I gain life. Usually I gain 8 because I have 2 of these guys down or whatever.
Whatever. That was 3 mana. That's fine.
Yeah.
I can't believe warriors actually came up a lot in here too. That was. We have like a bunch of warriors.
Boros warriors. Yeah. We also have like a berserker, some monks.
Yeah.
Dragon.
A dragon.
A dragon.
Our opponent probably boarded. I thought they were 40 in the first game. I don't remember looking. They might have boarded in +1. I don't remember if they were 40 in game 1 though.
I wasn't looking at all.
Yeah.
I'll have to go review the tape.
Yeah. If somebody else can review the tapes. It isn't uncommon to see somebody sideboard in like going up like to 41. I've seen that a couple times before.
Yeah, like they put in their one super good answer card, and then they're like, "Man, what can I cut? Screw it. This is too hard." And then,
yeah. Hell, 40,
I don't think that's the worst. I think that's okay.
41 in our deck wouldn't be the worst, just like for the mana ratios. Like we were sitting there thinking about 16 anyway.
Yeah.
So like 41 is like a slightly better 16. It's like halfway in between, but like you should.
Right, and if the one card that we're adding is a cycling.
Right. I don't know. Like why add the cycling card when you could have just drawn the actual card?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, our opponent's taking quite a bit of a think on.
Well, the goons are switching out.
Okay.
Awkward.
Yeah, this really is. We're on the draw. This hand doesn't do anything without like mountain. It actually probably operates just fine with just the.
With planes, we get Sandcrafter Mage, who's a 3/3.
Yeah.
And we can even protect him with Center Soul while we try to draw into our other things. I think it's alright.
This is questionable, but again,
it's borderline.
Being on the draw is probably the biggest thing here that makes me fine with it, because rather than having 2 draw steps, we have 3.
Having our absolute best removal spell in the entire deck in our hand makes me like it.
Right. That's fair. I don't know. Like, it's a bit of a... There's risk involved in all choices. Going to 6 is a risk.
Yeah, like go to 6 and you see the same hand back except without the roast.
Mm-hmm.
And we just draw a dual land.
Whatever.
Ding.
You were incorrect. I did not draw a mountain.
You drew a crag. A crag! Fire! One to you.
I'll take that trade. Okay.
I've actually never seen anyone cast that spell.
I've seen it a couple times.
I'm waiting for the Twin Bolt. Always really ready for the Twin Bolt.
It's here. I'm gonna play Hardened Berserker.
Sounds good.
And then next turn I get to like play roast, like post combat Sandcrafter Mage or something like that. Like
that would be really good. I get bolster the Hardened Berserker, so he's even better.
Or pre-combat do that if my opponent's tapped a little low, like this.
Oh, no! The Yeti. Wow. Now who do we roast?
Honestly, I probably attack first.
Okay, cool.
I'll have Center Soul for 1.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot.
I guess I could actually play Sandcrafter and attack.
Um, and planes.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'll do that. And like kind of leave up all possible options. I don't know, like
Yeah. No, that's kind of cool. Let's do that. Man, Hardened Berserker is good.
because this is spell, not creature. Spell.
Right.
The-
That's why this guy is nuts.
Okay, I'm gonna note that like the lack of any sort of scale thing makes this human look gigantic.
He looks so
This
massive.
guy is massive. There's no scale thing, so it's like, is this like a 10-foot cliff? Like, what is this? Like, we don't see. You know, people kind of like scale bird, but like
No, this is a tall dude.
this
Look at
guy's
him. He's
huge.
he's proportion. I think the problem there is the proportion of his head to the rest of his body. That's the only thing we have going on for scale.
Right,
And he has this tiny
look at
little
this-
head.
Look at this
So-
massive, like. Oh,
Like, yeah, humans can get that large. Didn't you know?
yeah, obviously. Yeah, he's a dude from Fist of the North Star. This guy could be a mook from Fist of the North Star. This guy could be what, Mr.
You
Hart?
definitely could.
Like, this guy could definitely be like, you know, have his head explode or whatever. Yeah, he's got the spiked club.
That's pretty close to a Ronin War Club.
Yeah.
He looks like he's ready to battle a Yeti. Let's send him in.
Well, we gotta.
I don't care what you have in the back of your summit that you're prowling. Okay.
Okay. You know what? I will bolster one here. And then. Yep.
Time to rumble.
Let's rock.
Snoogums, I know that you don't have any decisions to make. Let's give you one.
So if he doesn't block, I'm gonna post-combat roast the behemoth.
California Sizzler.
Oh, look at this mana efficiency.
It's gorgeous.
Pro red.
Yo, we actually are playing Emergence Scathed. How about
Yeah,
that?
well, hey, we just errata the damn card with the power of giant berserkers.
The power of the huge man.
You too can just errata cards. Alright, we're taking a crushing.
Alright. Well, thanks to gaining 1 life, that thing has us dead in 5 hits instead of 4. So there.
Ha! Still off black.
Oh!
Oh, 2 for 1 on himself to kill that. Yikes.
Alright.
Guy must be in a hell of a situation. We get the rebound. This is going to give you pro red again. Nice. Creatures are something I can get behind right now. Cast a dash.
Yeah, too bad we can't honestly cast the Mardu Scout.
I'm kind of okay with dashing him, but the problem is, like, you know, we want him for the Warflare turn.
Right. Like, dashing for the Warflare turn is a little hard.
Alright, this can go.
God, this is great. He gets to make 1 huge guy, and then we'll roost it.
Roasted.
Like, even if his guy left over is a Gurmag Angler or something, we can get it out of the way.
Or even if he has, like, the Lightning Brute, Sprinting War Brute. Lightning Brute. Okay, how about this? How large is this guy compared to... See, this is an ogre. There's, like, a scale person. And so this is huge, but not as huge as this guy. I can't believe he's playing Sprinting War Brute as a blocker. That's a new one. Roast it.
If we roast it, we immediately get damage. So I like that.
Yeah. 2 cards in my opponent's hand off black. He's probably holding black cards. Also, we have a win with Warflare next turn. The 5 planes is a bit funny, but I've not drawn a mountain.
No mountains.
No mountains.
Well, we only have 8 in the deck.
Swift Warkite.
Yikes.
Okay, that gets back the
Getting back the
Behemoth.
Sizzler.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Haste, but it can't attack. And we win.
Hooray!
Because we're just going to crash right past this. We drew the mountain.
Mountain to win.
Mm-hmm. He's like, is it his last card? Could it possibly be his final card?
It is.
Yeah, that's what my last card is.
Hooray!
Woo!
Man.
The beat
Really
down.
gave that guy the rush down. That was a little harsh.
Yeah. I'm happy we used every resource, you know? Like,
Yeah, no kidding.
eroding Center Soul to be a little better was pretty cool. I'm happy that we just did the, like, Blizzard scratch the one off. You know?
We only had 7 cards the entire game?
Yeah. With 7 cards to win it.
That's a little rough.
I mean, he had 5. And was off a color. He was in a much worse position than us.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm. So, yep. Now we're in the waiting zone.
Now, the part of the stream where
You go get coffee. Is that the part?
I was about to say play Hearthstone, but make coffee sounds like a much better idea.
Okay. Well, you mentioned coffee, so.
Indeed.
Hmm.
Oh, no masks. How many ways do we have to bolster onto our Piker? We have Sandcrafter Mage and Bouncing Sandcrafter Mage with Ancestral Statue.
Which is not in the main. So, at that point in the game, nothing. We actually had nothing. That was like we were out of ways to give it +1/+1 counters. Yeah. Yeah. Hearthstone phone app came out today. It did. If my phone's battery wasn't, like, junk, I would probably look more into that. But it is kind of junk, so not doing that. Yeah, I guess so that you have the full gamut of it. Here's the return to data. Here's the deck for you. It should be under freeform, and then today's date, which is here. Also, there's apparently a stampede going on. That's fine. So here's the deck. Yes, it is now. Our deck only has 2 true Pikers, Kolaghan Aspirant and Lightwalker. The rest are either Bear in Herald of Dromoka or 3-power Piker, aka the Blade of the First Pride in Wandering Champion and Mardu Scout. We are playing 1 Avon Skirmishers the 23rd. Kaz is quite happy about it. I am lukewarm to it. We also have Thunderbreak Regent, fake Cobble Brute in these monks. Also sort of a Cobble Brute. Also sort of a Cobble Brute. Like, we have some top end, which is just like huge power creatures that we try to beat down with. Removal is Roast and Silk Wrap and Bathe and Sarkon's Rage. And then 2 War Flares and just like guys. Dash guy. I'm very happy with this. Look, it's a 3-minute. These are Yeah, the Bloodfire Enforcers a lot of the time are going to be just a Cobble Brute, but we have two sorceries in Roast and Bathe, and we have a number of instants in the Artful Maneuver, Setner Soul, two War Flares, Sarkon's Rage. So, yeah, like that's not impossible that they're on. We had a choice at Soul Summons, but I picked the War Flare over it because War Flare. What else? The Sandstep Outcast was super late. But yeah, anyway, I guess you can watch the draft when you have like 10 minutes free to see what we picked. We actually had a lot of. I guess if we check out over here to kind of give you the spoilers, we have some green. We have the Cunning Breeze Dancer. We have some other cards. We basically could have been any color in this draft. So, but this is where we ended. The white was like a yeah. This is fine. I think we're in an okay deck because we have some like good aggressive creatures and our top end is fine. So, but yeah, that's the deck. All the other games are 1-1, so shouldn't be too terribly long, and that's fine. Diablo 3s. Ooh. Hmm. Oh yeah, since Kaz is gone, how far in the first color have I gotten? I'm in the Lost Bastille. I just beat up the Ruin Knights, and in other areas, I made it about halfway through the. I went into the Lost Bastille by beating up the. By the way, I'm going to like spoil the hell out of like just like new mechanic stuff in Dark Souls 2. So if you don't want that, like, don't listen for the next minute and a half. Um, yeah, Ruin Knight Sentinels, as well as like the Nomad's Wharf. I haven't actually finished that. I got like killed halfway through it and was just like, screw this after Wheel and Deal place. Yeah, I used my one branch I had on the Bastille guy. I bought a second one so I could go do the Wispy Woods, or as you called them. Um, I've fought the Pursuer at least 5 times, so that's something. Like, it is ridiculous how many times that guy shows up. Like, he wants your blood. Oh, thank God, I found a way around it. Yeah, I am still on the hunt for more cool weapons because, cool weapons are great. Yeah, I've gotten very good at fighting him. Uh, Literally just like walking around him a bunch. It's very easy. After like I'm using the Great Lance or the Grand Lance, which I found outside of the King's Door, which is just nuts. Okay, see, here's the thing, Fat Swordsman. Are you playing DS2 Vanilla or Sin of the First Scholar of the First Sin? Because if you're playing Vanilla, yes. If you're playing like the new updated version, it's kind of good. Like things are a lot better. Like that is a hell. Like it's a hell of an update. Like it is actually. Oh, I screwed it up. Crap. Crap. Nah. Open the shop. I'm here for the upgrades anyway. Yeah, like trust me when I say the change. Yeah, Gnome Bitten basically sums it up. Like everything that's changed in Scholar of the First Sin is like just straight good. It's well worth it. Oh, thank God, Sharn accepts Skull Token. That's very useful. Like you can upgrade things more easily. Enemies don't seem as punishing, which is like really grand. Don't crap, that's not good at all. Maybe I can get the double AP one.
Hey, I see Diablo 3's is happening.
Yep. So this chat is over. No more adios to the we're talking Dark Souls 2.
Oh,
Adios to
all
that.
right.
But now it's over, so. Oh, yeah, I figured
maybe I should clear the chat. There we go.
There you go. All right, cool.
Sorry, everybody.
None of that ever happened.
I cleared the chat.
Okay.
I beat Gnome to it by like.
All right. Well,
seconds.
It looks like we're starting up. I'm gonna buy one more upgrade because I think that should be useful for the upcoming. Yes. Okay. Good.
Awesome. Can have protection from OTOGs.
That could definitely come in handy. I'm actually quite happy with the Sharn accepts Skull Token right now because I don't have any other way to get Sharn to accept my money.
We'll have to take a Skull Token from our opponent then. Prevented by better TTV.
Whoa!
Whoa. That is technology.
Okay then.